I wasn't focused, I wouldn't have stopped smoking, and I wouldn't have stopped soda.
Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. The show, My 600 Pound Life, doesn't only test its patients for determination and commitment, but also for honesty and being true to their own selves and to the doctor. If you have actually watched the show, you'd be knowing how the show holds so much suspense about if and how a patient would fit in an excuse and try to escape from the original diet plan and schedule. It's pretty embarrassing to admit that you are not sticking to a diet, especially when you're on a TV show, so the patients end up lying in order to conceal their lack of determination and end up arguing with Dr. Now instead. We'll show you some interesting examples in this video, so make sure to stick around till the end. Number 6. 40-year-old Bethany appears in Season 8 and is very honest about her compulsive overeating and her using food as a coping mechanism for her anxiety and mental health issues. When Dr. Now asked her whether her husband Sheldon has a role in bringing her all the food, she straight away declines that, despite the fact that we just saw him bringing her food in one of the video clips. Later, Bethany shows off how good she is keeping up with her diet plan on camera, but her next appointment reveals that the results aren't very promising, with only a loss of 14 pounds. Bethany doesn't seem to acknowledge it and continues to lie that she is sticking to her 1,200-calorie diet plan throughout the episode. Even when she starts gaining weight again, she only breaks down at the end, telling Dr. Now over a video call that the food cravings had been too much, and she couldn't help but binge eat. She quits the program tearfully, and with that, the episode comes to a very tragic end. Her lack of determination and commitment to the program results in her being out of the program, and as much as she might be regretting the decision later, the damage has been done. We think she probably should have gotten therapy for her anxiety issues first, which led her into binge eating her problems away, the root cause of her being morbidly obese. Number 5. Shanae did not make her weight loss an easy ride. It was rather a roller coaster for her. And of course, Dr. Now too. Over the course of her episode, she gets argumentative when she is confronted about her eating habits and claims that her weight gain was due to water weight. After moving to Houston to get her treatment in a controlled environment,
you don't want to listen, so don't try to teach me medicine.
Oh, I'm not trying to teach you medicine.
She thinks and says that she did not think this was going to be this hard. As she cheats her diet, she ends up getting checked into the hospital. While her stay at the hospital, she is confronted by Dr. Now as her husband tries to sneak in pizza and burgers for her, which contributed to her inefficiency and lack of success in the program. When he confronts her, entering the room with an empty pizza box in hand, she lies to Dr. Now that the pizza was her husband's and that her struggle to lose weight was due to water weight. The doctor is mad at her for not losing any weight in 4 months when she should have lost about 130 pounds, according to the plan. But Shanae, being Shanae, does not accept her fault and blames Dr. Now for it instead, and her husband also supports her in it. Towards the end of the episode, Shanae shows us her argumentative side in a phone call to Dr. Now, in which she renounces his competence in medicine, questioning his knowledge. Then, to make matters even worse, she actually proceeds to probe him with personal questions, asking him about his faith. Not long after the phone call, Shanae drops out of the program and gives in to her cravings for food, and is deprived of a healthy lifestyle she could have had if she had not been so argumentative and didn't lie to the doctor.
Baby, stop.
No,
baby,
I'm not.
You came too far for that, man. Shanae, you came too far. You worked your ass.
Number 4. Penny is one of the most difficult patients Dr. Now has ever had. In her episode, she doesn't argue with the doctor directly, but says bad things about the doctor and his weight loss program vindictively to her husband. It is unclear whether she is lying, or, as said by Dr. Now, is delusional. She says that she needs to be on oxygen at all times.
Gaining 50 pounds in 6 weeks on your own to get down to your overall goal I gave you. But instead, you gain back.
Despite the doctor finding no reason why she might need it. She often tells the doctor that she's following her diet plan and is doing nothing wrong. But something is wrong somewhere because she is clearly not losing much weight, as she should have according to the plan. At the end of the episode, when Dr. Now tells Penny that she has been making no progress whatsoever and is probably not following the diet plan she has been given, she cries to him and claims that she had put him at the place of her earthly God, and how it is very difficult for her to live in such state. On the other hand, She shows complete disregard to whatever Dr. Now advised her and the diet plan he gave her to follow, which is why she is unable to shed any pounds as per the plan. Penny completely disappears from the program suddenly and has no follow-up episode later. And Dr. Now says that Penny lives in a false reality where she overeats but never admits it.
If I wasn't focused, I wouldn't have stopped smoking, and I wouldn't have stopped soda.
Number 3. When Dr. Now asks former bypass patient Holly to go through her daily diet, she immediately comes out of the gate with some white lies. She says that she eats breakfast and lunch at home, skipping the extra meal she has in between, which she told about in her intro, where she said that she often feels hungry and goes to get takeout food with her fiancé, Ray. Now, it is up to you whether you believe her about her sugar-free jam and the rest of her supposed food for the day. As Dr. Now points out, it is a lot, but definitely not enough to get someone anywhere near 700 pounds. So maybe Holly is lying. Well, later, she is forced to confess the truth when she only loses 29 pounds, when Dr. Now set the weight loss goal of 50 pounds in 2 months for her. Some speedy mathematical calculations by Dr. Now.
I had some trouble with cravings still, and it's just a repeating record in my head that plays over and over and over until I give in. Nothing is working to get past that record playing in my head.
Reveal that she must still be consuming around 5,000 to 6,000 calories per day. Dr. Now gets even more mad at her when she turns out to lose only 18 pounds in the next 2 months and asks her why she couldn't lose the weight. And Holly said that she thought she was doing pretty good till she actually saw the scale. Dr. Now tells her that he won't allow this to happen in his program, and Holly's lies and games won't be able to convince him anymore, as he already gave her a second chance.
A bit, I guess.
Well, yes, you are. So, last time you...
Number 2. The story of James King is very sad and tragic. When we first meet him, he is bedbound and is looked after by his wife and his daughter. Throughout the episode, we see him struggling a lot just to make it to his appointments with Dr. Now. And at first, we believe that his determination and willpower are enough to make it through this battle against obesity. As we go on with the episode, we see him suffer from heart failure. He pulls through.
You gonna give me one little rig, bro?
I gave you 2.
Oh.
Saying that it was a wake-up call for him, that he should take his health very seriously and should stick to the plan provided to him by Dr. Now. But just a while later, we see that his eating habits haven't improved at all, and he continues to order takeout and eats big meals, all while exercising. Later on, it is revealed that he has put on 160 pounds while in the hospital. Dr. Now questions James' partner Lisa.
That's a weight gain of 112 pounds in 1 month. And the leg are more...
Believing that she must have been his partner in crime and sneaking in food to him. And James continues to claim that it is just his water weight. Dr. Now doesn't believe this at all and tells him that he is just eating his way to death. And James and Lisa later agree that they had been cheating on the diet a little. Dr. Now clearly tells him that they couldn't do anything for him unless and until he is not willing to change his eating habits.
I don't want that. Order me Chinese. Egg rolls.
After this instance, James dropped out of the program and sadly passed away shortly after. Number 1. 23-year-old Nicole starts off her episode playing close to 700 pounds, and when she asked how did she get there, she immediately shifts the blame away from herself. She says that her family keeps a lot of fast food around at all times, and she couldn't stand up to cook for herself, which is why the only option left is eating fast food, which contributed to her weight. When the doctor questions her boyfriend Charlie, he says that he and Nicole's mother
has a fast food habit, that I don't have a choice because I can't get up and stand in the cook.
Have to bring her the food of her choice, otherwise she gets upset. Now her environment might be a contributing factor to her obesity, a bit, as her family doesn't change their eating habits once she starts dieting. But it is obvious that she has far more of her own hand in her weight gain than she's willing to admit.
Food, but you have to because your family makes you, and you bring the bad food.
Thanks for watching. Which of these stories did you find the most interesting? Tell us in the comments below what you thought about these. Leave us a thumbs up if you liked the video and be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. They are amazing.